along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg to Washington at the Verizon Center. And, guys, they were in that one to the very end. They just couldn't put it together in the last few minutes. They lost by just 2 points.
Guys, it was like there was a lid on the basket in that game. No matter how many plays you make at the defensive end, hard to overcome such a lack of production offensively.
Well, you know, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, guys, and they have nobody to blame but themselves for that. You've got to do a better job of working harder to put up points.
So here's Miami's starting group. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Freak is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Winslow in at small forward. And the shot is good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Anthony with it. Lopez a screen. It's stolen by Carter. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. And he goes in for the dunk. Some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Now, here's Wade. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And that one's good. Winslow's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Anthony kicks to Neal. Lopez a screen. Here's Porzingis. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by Carter. In transition, here comes Miami. And it's Wade with the jam.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
Heat on D. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And it's Carter missing.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
From deep, Neal. Rebound by the Heat.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Carter right side. Back to Wade. Down low. Here's Whiteside. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Whiteside's got his first bucket of the night. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Outside Anthony. The shot, no good. The Heat go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, more than anything else, I think three-point shooting was the key, the catalyst, if you will, in that game.
Yeah, it's really a nice weapon to have because it makes things easier for you in other parts of your offense when you can knock down the three.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Some of the great passing small forwards in the NBA on your screen right now. These are the assist leaders in the past month. Second, Carmelo Anthony.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. Very unselfish players at a position where you don't see a lot of offensive facilitating.
Yeah, you know, these guys are really more than capable of going it alone if the situation calls for it. But they much prefer to have everybody involved in the offense, and they go out of their way to try to make that happen.
Stolen by Carter. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Here's Augustine following the basket by Freak. 5 on the clock. And the Knicks miss again.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Puts up a three. The basket good off the assist from Wade. Carter's got 5.
Another bucket added to the lead. They've been the better team in every facet.
And in my opinion, you get extra bonus points, extra eye of the beholder points when you do it the way they're doing it on the road. That's special.
New York shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That free throw good from Lopez for the Knicks. Miami leading by 15, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Miami, Deng and Bosh, your small and power forwards. Freak is out there with Dragic, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Suns played some outstanding basketball. He had 40 points and was just an absolute force inside on defense, batting away shots every second he was on the floor. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Isaiah Cannon. And then for Miami, Winslow comes in for Luol Deng. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Goran Dragic. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Clock at 4. Here's Anthony. The wing jumper off target.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
That one goes. Count it. And that's now 9 points for Freak.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Anthony, the pass to Porzingis, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. The Heat leading by 17. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Carter outside. Back to Wade. Shoots from 12. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Carter's got 5 assists tonight. The Knicks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Porzingis. He's covered by Bosh. Robinson passes to Porzingis. Shot is no good. Bosh with some nice D. Miami's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. And there's the pass to Carter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Carter. 12 points and some big-time defense with the 3 steals, too. This game is all about him right now.
Full domination mode, guys.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
And let's quickly take a look at some numbers for Neal. How's the last month of basketball been for him? First in free throw percentage, and he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And it's nice when you've got a guy who doesn't miss much from the line. You just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been automatic this season.
Wade on the wing. 7 points in the game. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. That falls. Nice speed that time from Dwayne Wade.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive. But the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown here tonight. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Passes it to Carter. From about 16, and another basket for Miami.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
The Knicks have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Feeds it to Neal. There's a screen by Robinson. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Off target from outside.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Here's Carter. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Pass to Porzingis. Anthony on the wing. Nice form on the 20-footer. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter. The Heat have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. Puts it up from 15. A nice shot by Carter.
It's hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Away. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season.
And through one half, it hasn't.
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with Dwayne Wade. Obviously a great half for you guys. What?
Hey guys, great execution in the first half, but we still have a few things to talk about before we go back out there. Passing has been outstanding. You guys are playing smart team basketball. We've got to continue to share the ball exactly as we have been. I will point out that all the steals we got in that half as something we can build on. We pestered them with our D. That was great. And
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
I just love the tenacity on the defensive side. I mean, his play on D has been a huge factor for them as he continues to get steal after steal.
And guys, as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance.
DJ Augustin out there with Gary Neal. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then it's Anthony. And it's Porzingis in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Now here's Anthony. Tight defense on him. Out left to the wing. Neal dishes to Augustin. Lopez a screen. And Augustin kicks to Lopez. And stolen by Whiteside. In transition, here comes Miami. Winslow's running.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the free throw, no good. New York shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Shots good by Anthony.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Bosch kicks to Wade. Pass to Carter. Makes it off the glass. Carter's got 23.
Another gap in the defense found there, and they've really had their number today.
Here's the screen. Deep two from Anthony. Not going to go as it bounces high off the rim.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Augustine with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Some nice passing by New York here. High post try. Augustine, that's good.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
To the inside. Here's Whiteside. Powered down with both hands.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him, and he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about the knees, my man. he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment. You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Shot's good by Neal. Neal's got his first points in this one.
It's hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And Augustine kicks to Anthony. Just 5 to shoot. And the pass to Porzingis. Three-pointer. Nice D from Bosch.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it.
We've seen D. Wade getting it done. 10 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
For Miami, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be.
34 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Cannon, defended by Carter. There's a screen by Robinson. Cannon, the pass to Robinson. Here's Porzingis. Banked in off the glass. Porzingis has got 6 points.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Carter dishes to Stoudemire. And Muhammad kicks to Carter. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
From deep, Green off the mark. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Heat out front, running away with this one. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Miami's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. Carter in at point guard. Scott is out there with Shabazz Muhammad. Then there's Richardson, and it's Stoudemire in at the 5, roaming the paint. Screen by Smith. He feeds it to Green. There's a good screen. 4 on the shot clock. Three-pointer Augustine. Carter with the block. Back to Stoudemire. Here's Muhammad. Buries it from three-point range. Muhammad's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Heat. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And, guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And, guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Kicks it to Augustine. They set the screen. Smith for three. Carter pulls it in. For Miami, they've gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll, and he gets it to go.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Screen by Smith. The drive by Green. And stolen by Richardson. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And then Carter with the jam.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
And that one's good. And here's Miami. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Shot from the wing, and there's another one for the Heat.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
The dish to Green. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Josh Smith. That's his first foul. Josh McRoberts has checked in for the Knicks. Gary Neal comes in for DJ Augustine. And Miami with a change here, too. Winslow's checked in for Muhammad. Carter, the pass to Scott. Fades and shoots. The shot no good. So New York will take it the other way. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Nick Roberts, the pass to Hampton. New York moving the ball around. On its way from Neal for two. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Carter kicks to Winslow. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. That's good. Carter's got 35.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
14 feet away. That's good.
Check out these handles. That's rush hour handle. Not midday, not early morning. That's rush hour handle. That nasty spin just froze the defender.
Stoudemire, the screen. Open shot, Carter. That misses off the backboard.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
6 to shoot. Green passes to Blatch. And McRoberts kicks to Green. Misses the three. The Heat have gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And when you look at the season for these guys, they have amassed a lot of wins, 57, and adding in tonight, it'll make it 58.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
Yep, but 2 more to go before the end of the season, and they'll obviously be very confident heading into those 2 games.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Carter. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. A different look for Miami. Pang comes in for Scott, and Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Winslow. He hits the second from the line.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Move the ball.
To the wing right side. Now here's Muhammad, guarded by Green. And the shot is good.
Settle down now. Settle down.
Carter's got 39.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
Here's Cannon. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer.
Chris.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth-quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. Looking at Miami, they've gotten the job done in every way possible this season. They're sitting pretty with the best record in the league, East or West. Somebody we're going to be keeping an eye on tonight. What a story for this guy, Hassan Whiteside. He was a journeyman, and then last season, man, just exploded back onto the NBA scene. What do you make of what you've seen of Whiteside, Shaq?
You know, Ernie, he's got incredible height and wingspan. He's 7 foot. He blocks a ton of shots. Gets better every year, gets better every game. He's getting more comfortable. And you can be comfortable in Miami when it's 80 degrees all the time.
Without question. But if he can control.
It's an all-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Pistons come into town for this one. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche Latina, celebration of Latin culture in the league. It's become an annual tradition and a very good one. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. To take a look at the Heat, they're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
And coming off their championship last season, that success, I believe, carried right over into this one. They played at a high level all year long and stand poised to make another run at the title.
Certainly looks that way, Greg. I mean, some teams go through a little bit of a malaise or a hangover after a championship. Not these guys. They've had a terrific year.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Arthur out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Osborne in at small forward. Now here's Jackson. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist by Jackson.
You know, it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
It always seems to settle you down when you have some early success in the post.
Carter against Jackson. Carter dishes to Wade. Carter kicks to Wade. 5 to shoot. Back to Carter. Makes it off the glass. As always, Freak makes sure that he is a global brand, and I'm sure you've seen his latest ad campaign, hard to miss, with all the billboards and TV spots, Clark.
Yeah, for sure. And Jordan wanted him to be the face of the basketball branch, and they went out on it for both the company and Freak.
And Whiteside sends it back. Here we go, one-on-one. Takes the 3, and he knocks it down. Good-looking 3 there from Carter. Carter's got 5 now.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Stan. And Van Gundy.
A big factor in today's game, he said, is how they are able to handle Chris Bosh. He said often in games, Bosh is the X factor with his ability to gather rebounds and finish off chances inside. In order to keep him from dominating the fight on the glass, they'll have to match his intensity every step of the way. Guys?
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here is Carter. After the made shot from Andre Drummond. Carter, the pass to Bosh. Fires from 14. That one bounces around and comes back out.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Outside Jackson. Feeds it to Drummond. The pass to Osborne. The 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And, guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at him wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
Drummond up top. Here's Caldwell Pope. Chris Bosh with the rebound.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And the basket by Wade. Wade's got his first 2. points.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Here's Arthur. The three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Carter inside the three-point line. Arthur grabs the board.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Jackson kicks to Arthur. Carter with the block. Wade left side. Shoots from the baseline. The shot will not go. And it's Detroit the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silent over and over again with big, timely shots.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Freak. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
There's the dish to Winslow. Baseline Jay on the way, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. A different look here for Detroit. The Heat leading by 11. Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. Jackson is out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And then Carter with the jam.
And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
Dishes it to Drummond. Can't hit from in close.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they've just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
So it's the Pistons now. The Heat getting the bucket. Morris with a screen on Carter. Morris outside. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. The drive by Bosch. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Bosch has got 6 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Knicks, boy, was he tremendous. He finished with 39 points and was just a menace defensively and came away with a bunch of steals. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Wade. And another fast break for Miami. Miami running. A nice shot by Winslow. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Miami.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Now here's Jackson. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. The Pistons working the ball around now. 4 on the clock. Here's Caldwell Pope. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Goran Dragic is checked in. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Heat lead by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Give it up for yours.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Freak is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Here's Wade, following the score by Reggie Jackson. Wade kicks to Carter. Right side Bosch, and stolen by Drummond. Jackson with it. Wade picks him up. Jackson dishes to Arthur. Drummond with a screen on Carter. It's tipped. And here we go. Wade heading to the hoop. And it's Carter missing. Pistons trail by 14. Inside. And the dunk by Arthur.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
And a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead.
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing. And right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
On defense, Miami. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Pistons have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. A nice shot by Carter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Carter comes in with the double team. On the wing, Jackson. To the middle. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Here's Carter. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Pistons trail by 13. Drummond with a screen on Carter. Jackson passes to Drummond. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
Amari Stoudemire. He's checked in for Miami. And he makes both free throws. The Heat leading by 11. Here's Winslow. Lets it go from 14. Here's Carter. The shot from the low post is good. Carter's got 24.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
Here's Caldwell Pope. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Miami grabs the miss. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6.
It back. Pistons trail by 11. And it's Wade penetrating. And the basket good. Wade's got 6.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
And a new group in for the Heat. And Miami also making a switch. Carter, he's checked in for Richardson. Muhammad, the pass to Carter. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
Now here is Carter. 26 points for him.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Mack. He averages about 5 points a game. Here's Johnson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They set the pick. Jumper off the screen. Mack, no luck.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Miami ahead. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Heat leading by 22. On the court for the Pistons, Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Andre Drummond is out there with Arthur. And it's Osborne in at the 3. Carter kicks to Dang. Back to Carter. Stolen by Jackson. Stolen by Carter. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well. And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how...
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
And I like the fact that the ref's going to give him a little bit of leeway there and a lot more than they used to.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Jackson passes to Osborne. Just 5 on the clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And it's good.
They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. I mean, I think they came out with some tired legs to start, but they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
Wade dishes to Carter. Down low. It's tipped. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Just absolute domination in this one for Carter. He's got 33 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and got him good looks, he's knocked him down.
Now here's Jackson. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Back to Jackson. Rebound by the Heat. Whiteside's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
The drive by Jackson. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it's off from 3-point range.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
A nice shot by Carter. Carter's got 37.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Jackson can't get that one to fall. In transition, here comes Miami. Launches the 3, and Carter with the basket on the assist by Wade. Wade's got his 6th assist on the night.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Drummond with a screen on Carter. It's Jackson with the drive. Here's Drummond, and it's off the back rim. No good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Carter with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And the basket by Wade.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Drummond. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And here are the Heat. They're on a 14-5 run. Kicks to Dang. To the paint. Carter with the bucket. Carter's got 42 in the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Jackson passes to Osborne. There's the screen. Clock at 6. The 3. Arthur, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Jackson has the open look. It's good from long range.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
The Heat have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Here's Carter. It's Drummond with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Miami.
And Clark, their hard work on the glass paid off.
You know, they both are excellent rebounding teams. I thought it was a tough battle underneath both ways.
And I think coming into this game, these guys felt they had the confidence to win. And looking at the season they've had already, 58 wins in the books. Tonight will be win number 59.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
Greg, I know exactly what you're referring to. I mean, with this victory, they'll get the edge in the season series by taking 2 of their 3 meetings.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Carter. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside. Scott comes in for Luol Deng. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Winslow. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. And again, it goes in for him. Good shot from Carter. Carter's got 46 points. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Here's Mack. Inside, here's Len. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. So it's Miami now, and Miami can just let the clock run down here. Shoots. And it's Carter missing.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
Here's Mack. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
Hey.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Chris, tell us a little bit about the philosophy behind your game and how this team works so well together.
Well, I mean, it's just energy and belief. It's the belief system. You know, we all work hard. I work extremely hard.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. And Shaq, I can tell you want to say something. Your comments?
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
He was the star of the show for them on the offensive end. Over half of their points came through him. I think he was the number 1 option, the number 2 option, number 3 option, and then when the coach called timeout, he was still the option.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.